Everybody, it's GeekTyrant. We are here at CinemaCon. This is day 2.
Boom.
And we went to the Paramount presentation today.
Yes, we did.
And they showed off some stuff.
They did. They showed off quite a few things, but...
One of the things they showed off, obviously...
Transformers The Last Night.
Right?
And they didn't just show off like a trailer or anything.
Usually it's a trailer
like
or
something
like
new,
a 3
right?
to 5 minute clip.
This thing was, what, 15 minutes?
It was like 25.
It was seriously.
It was like 30.
They basically showed us the movie, like an abridged version of the movie. No.
It was Cliff Notes.
Yeah,
it was the Cliff Notes
It was
of
like
the
the
movie.
first half. Like, we saw plot points happen.
Major plot points.
Major plot points.
Like, if I really like say anything to you, I'd spoil stuff.
It would be, yeah, seriously. But so, effectively, let's give it our impressions of it, essentially. Like, how have you felt about the Transformers series, and then what do you think of this one?
Look, I like the first film. I mean,
the first film, okay.
The first Transformers.
Yeah, no, of course, yeah. And
I'm not like a huge fan of this franchise. I think it's not the way it should have been done in the first place.
No,
but
granted, I like this style, I like the look and everything, and they definitely put a lot of effort into that for sure.
Okay.
But I agree. They definitely don't have like the pacing, the feel, the gravitas that comes with it. In fact, that's kind of the problem with a lot of the Transformers films, is they feel almost like they're too heavy, and yet you get some of these like goofy characters that just suck you right out of the moment and everything. And that was definitely a problem with this quote-unquote trailer.
It's hard for me to be excited about a Transformers. I want them to be good. I want to go to a Transformers movie and be completely blown away.
Yeah, exactly.
But
there's always a but. It's never exactly what you want. Yes, they're entertaining. Yes, there are explosions. And there's always some fun fan service. Like you get Grimlock in the last one. And this one, we're probably going to get...
Yeah, you get Grimlock too.
No, I'm just saying you're getting this one. But in this one, like it looks like it's Unicron that's coming at it. But I bet, this is my prediction, it's Cybertron come in to take over the Earth and like consume it, and then they're gonna call it
Cybertron's in the movie.
No, that's what I'm saying. It is, but they're gonna combine Cybertron with Unicron. Like basically, they're gonna put those two things together. And we all know, if you're a deep geek, that you're going to have people say, "No, Unicron is the brother of Cybertron." Yes, that's true. That is canon. Anyways, that's what's gonna happen, and it's gonna piss me off when it finally does happen. So, anyways, that's my prediction of what's gonna happen.
Okay, predictions. We gotta talk. We gotta give impressions of what we saw.
What we saw was a.
What did you see? What did you see?
What did I see? I saw King Arthur and Knights of the Round Table. I saw.
They had the pretty cool epic battle at the beginning.
No, they did, and it was cool because like it felt real.
It did. I mean, one thing you gotta give Michael Bay is the guy knows how to do action.
Oh yeah,
right?
totally.
So you're gonna be entertained.
He's the other side of like Zack Snyder, where it's like, yeah, no, he can totally give us like visually appealing and aggressive, filmmaking and stuff.
Yes.
But it's just like beyond that is where he falls short. But beyond the King Arthur battle scene and stuff, we jump forward in the future. And clearly there was something going on back then where they're trying to set up this mythology, as they said on the presentation. Yeah. Which was, I don't know, it felt like it was bogus. And almost as they said what they were doing is they're putting two mythologies together. They're like retroactively changing, or I guess filling in plot holes for the previous movies. Yeah. Almost like they're trying to set up this as a new franchise that's going to be happening.
But that's what Michael Bay said. It was just like,
this feels like a new one.
This is a new movie. We're just like kind of starting over. It's almost like they're saying this is a reboot.
Right. And it'll be the last one
franchise.
He directs, supposedly.
He kept saying it like 3 times.
Seriously.
He's like, I keep saying this is the last time.
Yeah.
But he never ever, he never said it's the last time. He's like, I keep saying it the last time. Yeah, so Michael Bay might make another one.
I wouldn't be surprised. Honestly, come on. It's a boatload of money.
And I gotta say, the movie is basically, I mean, this is gonna be, because the main character is a little girl. 14-year-old girl.
Yeah.
And this is, if you've seen the trailers, you know that this is going to be like a girl power movie.
It totally is.
My kids are excited to see it because of that fact.
And honestly, she looked cool. Like I liked the way she looked and acted and like interacted with like the robots, and then like Mark Wahlberg and stuff. Like she took charge, and for a 14-year-old to do that, of any 14-year-old, I think it is astounding. So yeah, no, I'm all for it.
Now the only, I mean, you're seeing they threw a ton of stuff at us.
They
We're
really
seeing
did.
lots of action.
Yeah, we saw like them like meet Anthony Hopkins.
Yeah, which was cool, and you got to see the Knights of the Round Table.
Yep, and then like these old like Transformers who like look like knights and stuff. They look like Optimus Prime kind of does with the sword and stuff.
And there's Anthony Hopkins has this servant robot.
Oh yeah,
right?
exactly.
It's like a short.
I think it's Cogsworth.
Yeah, it's like a
or something like that. Cogsworth. It's not Cogsworth. That's for Fallout. But Cogsworth man, something. Anyways, but he's like all clockwork and stuff. But he's a Transformer, and he was like he started out cool, and then like he did some stuff that seemed so out of character and really got stupid and juvenile. Like in the middle of this like presentation they're showing us, and I was like, you look so awesome. But then
it's a great looking character. But
super.
They just ruined him with this weird personality that they gave him.
Because again, when you first see him, he seems so like like very stoic, which is what a lot of these robots should be like. And then he's all of a sudden like jumping on Mark Wahlberg for alluding to the fact that he wants to see a girl take her clothes off when she's like, I don't know.
Which is the other stupid thing.
That's also
like
true.
There's these moments of silly banter.
And again, just the way it's filmed, and then the music, it's just like it's like coming out of left field.
The world is being taken over by Transformers. They keep dropping down.
Oh yeah, that's the other thing. It's like Transformers keep appearing.
They're just showing up, destroying cities.
Yeah.
And they're sitting they're sitting in Anthony Hopkins' house. Mark Wahlberg,
and then I can't remember her name, but some lady.
One of the lead female.
The lead
female.
Yeah.
Older, not the 14-year-old. Exactly. Someone that's eventually going to be a love interest for...
I would assume, right?
Well, they did kiss.
Did they?
In one of those clips they showed us.
Okay.
So many clips.
I forgot. Sorry.
But this is like the first time these two people meet, and so...
because, again, Mark Wahlberg's the only one coming back from the previous movie. Like, you don't see his kids, we don't know what's going on with that.
Exactly. And then you just get this weird banter. It's like... Who are you? And then he's like, well, take off your clothes then. It's like, maybe I will. And you're just like, what is this? The comedy aspect of the film, the humor they try to put in it just
they try to force in it.
Yeah, it's so unnatural.
Yeah, and it's like, I love it.
And that was all throughout. Every time they tried to do comedy, that's what it was like.
That's the problem with the Transformers.
It was a poorly written humor.
Yeah, seriously. And that was the thing. It's like I loved it because at the beginning of the presentation, Michael Bay said something about like we had our writers like in this room for like a month, and I'm like against their will. And it was just like clearly these guys were just trying to ham-fist all this stuff that either Michael Bay or executives were just trying to say like, oh, you gotta put this in there. Oh, don't forget the funny robot. Oh, speaking of the funny robot, there's a little blue one. And honestly, he was cute. He was fun and little and stuff like that. He was a little Vespa, everything like that. But guess who he reminded me of? BB-8. Like that's who he was.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, we gotta have a BB-8.
Yeah, we gotta.
Right? Because like he didn't talk. He was just stuff like that. I'm like, he's BB-8. That's who he is. So
pretty much.
Yeah. And like, oh, dude, the girl's Ray. Oh my goodness. You know what they're trying to do? They're trying to make Star Wars.
Oh, dude, you cracked the code.
Dude. How to figure this out? Oh, I don't know.
It's because you're dribbles.
That's right. And then the good guy goes bad, like Kylo Ren.
Yeah, he's out in space in the beginning, and he's floating around.
Right. Exactly.
They don't really show how he comes back, but he comes back, and him, as you've seen in the trailer.
You've seen the trailer.
Him and Bumblebee fight, and then you have one of the characters say, "Oh, that's not Optimus Prime."
Right. Yeah. Exactly. So that wasn't him, or something. But then you hear something about Optimus Prime saying something about like, my maker, Sir, coming. I don't know, something weird.
Yeah.
And essentially, it's weird, guys. It was different, and honestly, like I endure the Transformers movies because I like the Transformers. Like I love Transformers. I grew up with them as a kid. They were my thing.
So did I.
Exactly.
I mean, that was.
And.
But I'm just like.
I can't help but get my hopes up for things.
And
what I saw.
And I understand the cartoon is cheesy too.
Oh no, totally. The cartoon is cheesy.
But it's not this. It's not this cheesy.
That's true. It's true. But anyways, guys, don't watch it. Don't watch it. Who cares?
I mean, honestly, it's up to you.
It really is. If you're a fan,
I'm gonna see it because.
Of course I'm gonna see it.
I see
everything. Because I'm gonna see something cool. I might see something cool, but I'll probably get disappointed. Anyways, anything else, Joey?
No, that's it. That's
it for
what we
me.
got to say about Transformers the last night. But
yeah.
Anyway, if you see it, there's an audience out there for it.
Oh, totally.
So
clearly, it's a multi-billion-dollar,
$3.8 billion, something ridiculous.
Yeah.
So obviously people are seeing it.
Yeah.
So people like me or anybody else is just gonna complain about it all the time. It doesn't matter because everyone's gonna go see it. It's still gonna make another $1 billion, and then we're gonna see like 15 more of them.
Yeah. Hopefully not directed by Michael Bay.
We'll see.
We'll see.
He said this is the last one.
He kept alluding to that.
Yeah.
Didn't even say it.
I know.
He alluded.
Anyway, thanks for joining us, guys. Transformers last night.
Boom.